Section 21, abandonment or closure. This is just saying in the event that your facility is abandoned in any way that would impose a burden on the corporation or
And
to
I'm just
assist
trying
its
to-
residents,
Yeah, I'm trying to
that
understand
we will
that.
get reimbursed for the cost of that.
Right, I'm just trying to understand what, I mean, I just don't understand how that would happen. You're not a mortgage holder.
I can't either, honestly, but it's in here as a protection. I mean, that would presume that, you know, you and Jeanette fly off to the Seychelles Islands and say, we're done, goodbye, everybody. I don't see that happening.
But how does, again, if the deeds and agreements are very specific, if we don't pay the $750 or $760 or whatever it is a month, you guys can lien it. You have all the rights you have under the deed. So, I mean, obviously, you're already being indemnified if we flew away and there were 9 people left there with no staff, obviously very quickly. But that, how does that come back to the corporation? There's the indemnification, there's the insurance. This abandonment is something different. I look at Nancy Black's property, which has been effectively the way it's been for 20 years. She runs up massive club bills. Her brothers bought it. We understand that. She almost moved into one of Jeanette's homes. But but I don't understand what the abandonment. I don't know what abandonment is.
In all practicality, if you were to say we're out of business and we're gonna, you know, just leave it and let it just sit there and walk away, the big cost would be, you know, I assume that this would revert to your bank, and then they would do something with it in their interest.
And how is that any
An
different?
extra layer of protection that if for some reason they didn't, and the cost came to us, that we could get reimbursed for our costs.
But there's no way unless
Think
you
about
bought
how
it
it will
off-
happen.
Right, but Lewis, there's no way unless you bought it off. You're asking to do something that if anybody abandoned their house and it became an eyesore like Nancy's, you guys, that didn't, even though she had a club bill, that didn't cause you a problem unless you stopped paying her fees. But you guys didn't buy that property. It didn't come to you. It was her brother who ended up buying the property, and it's not much better. So I guess I don't understand how the property, beyond the other protections you have, how the property becomes a problem. I'm just not, I don't know how to get there, so I don't know how to.
Bill or Patty, help me out. Frankly, I agree with you because
Well,
it is hard to see, Craig, that you would let it get to that point where it would be, one, hurting your own business, 2, that your bank, you know, would revert there, and then there would have to be something else to happen for the cost to come to us. We're just putting in a provision that if that happens, that we're entitled to reimbursement of those costs.
Right, and all I
think I agree with you.
Yeah, I just put in something, again, I want to stay away from signing anything that's discriminatory, or someone could say, well, you discriminated, because we're obviously vocal about that. So I think we put in, and I'd have to go back and look, something about unless it reverted to a private home. People have some homes on the island that maybe they're never around for. It's on the golf course, we know that, but Nancy Black's also on the golf course, and that's terrible. And you know, it's a little better now. So
not by a lot.
yeah,
I mean, that's
Patty, you're right again.
a valid thing, and it's hard to see how this would happen, knowing what is in your interests.
In the beginning, I think it was put there because I think in the beginning, we also didn't understand that automatically, if it were abandoned, it wouldn't be filled with 9 residents that then we took responsibility for. The state would come in and take care of that. But I agree with you. Maybe we'll just leave that under discussion.
Let us revisit this, and we'll come back. Okay.
One of those words that just, you know, abandoned and seniors, and we just want to kind of stay away from that.
Okay.